Well, WrestleMania 31 is just a few, well, like I say, just a few hours away from now, just 48 hours or so until WrestleMania 31. Of course, at this year's WrestleMania, we're going to have two kickoff show matches, including a triple threat or a fatal four-way tag team title match where Cesaro and Tyson Kidd will meet the Los Morales, the New Days, and of course Jimmy and Jay the Usos for the WWE Tag Team titles. Will the Usos regain their titles, or will any of the other teams win the tag titles off Cesaro and Tyson Kidd as they hope to continue their tag team of dominance? Also at WrestleMania, we're also going to be having the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. One man is going to win the Battle Royal. Who is going to be this year's Andre the Giant Memorial winner and win the trophy just like Cesaro did a year ago at WrestleMania? Also at WrestleMania, we're going to be seeing Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. Now, this match is all about revenge for Randy Orton as Seth Rollins nearly ended Randy Orton's career. As we have a look at the story leading up to the Randy Orton-Seth Rollins match. Also at WrestleMania, John Cena will also be participating at this year's WrestleMania as he takes on the powerful Rusev at this year's WrestleMania. The question is, can John Cena beat Rusev? Can John Cena make Rusev submit or defeat, or actually by pinfall, actually pin Rusev and hand him his first loss? As this little short video shows us how it builded up to John Cena finally getting his WrestleMania match against Rusev for the United States title. Well, you can see with the determination in John Cena, will John Cena finally beat Rusev and bring the United States title home, or is Rusev going to remain undefeated heading into WrestleMania? And that means Cena could be leaving the company for good. As he said in an interview with Michael Cole, if he can't get the job done, he'll face the consequences after WrestleMania. Well, of course, the Undertaker Bray Wyatt match is going to be probably one of the big matches of WrestleMania. So will the Undertaker finally win after his big loss against Lesnar, or will Bray Wyatt hand him his second loss at WrestleMania at this year's Mania event? Well, of course, the Undertaker Bray Wyatt match is going to be probably one of the big matches of WrestleMania. So will the Undertaker finally win after his big loss against Lesnar, or will Bray Wyatt hand him his second loss at WrestleMania at this year's Mania event? Also at WrestleMania, we're going to be seeing another huge blockbuster matchup, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, as Wayne Barrett, or Bad News Barrett for that matter, will be competing in a match against Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Stardust, R-Truth, and Dolph Ziggler, as those challengers will attempt to beat Bad News Barrett in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Will Daniel Bryan steal the show? Will the show-off win? Could Stardust win his Intercontinental Championship? Could Luke Harper be champion again? Or will Dean Ambrose finally win the championship after last month not able to get the job done? Or could it be R-Truth's time to finally become Intercontinental Champion? Also at WrestleMania, another match that is going to be huge at this year's WrestleMania. Just after 14 years, Sting makes his WWE in-ring debut against the man who is the CEO of WWE, Triple H, as this is a story history looking at the leader of WCW versus the so-called king of WWE. As we look at how this rivalry built it up into Sting making his first appearance into WWE's arenas. Well, I cannot wait for this match between Triple H and Sting. One thing's for sure, it's going to be certainly a very interesting confrontation between these two, as they are both icons, and these icons are bound to make an impact at this year's WrestleMania, as these two finally square off for the first time in WWE history. And of course, the main event match. Of course, we got Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This championship match means so much for Roman Reigns, as he's been building up to this match since winning the Royal Rumble and beating Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. As we look now of how Roman Reigns got to this position, heading towards this battle against the Beast. Well, I cannot wait to see, can Roman Reigns finally defeat the Beast as he said, or will Brock Lesnar definitely conquer another WrestleMania moment by beating Roman Reigns on the grandest stage of them all and remain champion? Time will tell, and as we already know, Brock Lesnar will still be in the WWE after re-signing a new contract with the company. So the question now remains, what could be in Lesnar? And another interesting matchup is a Divas tag match, as AJ will make her in-ring return of teaming up with Paige to meet the Bella Twins. As this little drama in the Divas division seemed to have developed for some time. And of course, here's a little information from all the other divas as they have their take on this tag team divas match heading into WrestleMania. Well, there you go. There's the divas' thoughts of this match. But the question is, who will dominate the most? Will it be the twins, the Bellas, or will it be the frenemies in Paige and AJ? One of these teams will win in the divas division and will dominate the diva division heading into WrestleMania. And make sure to sign up to the WWE Network with a special start time of 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, as WWE Network will be broadcasting WrestleMania 31 live this Sunday, as well as this Saturday, broadcasting the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony, as all the nominees in this year's Hall of Fame will be inducted into the Hall of Fame tomorrow night as part of WWE Network's special WrestleMania weekend coverage. But make sure to sign up to WWE Network today so you do not miss WrestleMania 31 on Sunday night, as we find out who will dominate on the grandest stage of them all. So join us then this Sunday for this year's WrestleMania. And until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all at WrestleMania.